everyone, so today I'm doing one of those like if you like this book you'll like this book and like etc. You've probably seen those on YouTube and everything. On BookTube I mean. So like today I'm going to do books like I really like that remind me of each other, have similar aspects so like similar people are like the same. So I guess we go on with the video. So the first one I'm going to do for you like sci-fi lovers, like people who like really like science fiction like me. So I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. Like anyone who knows me like knows that. So I read like Star Wars books. So one I really enjoyed that came out this year was Lost Stars by Claudia Gray. This book was like incredible. Like it is easily the best Star Wars book I've ever read. Like it is like it's so like has such good plot, good characters, like in-depthness. Like it is good. Like it is a good book. Like if you like Star Wars books and you like don't like if you don't like really like Star Wars books, you don't think they have like a lot of like you just don't like them as much, like this one is the one to beat. Like this one goes through time before the New Hope to like after Return of the Jedi, and it follows these two characters the whole way, and their names are Thane and Sienna, and Thane and Sienna are from little kids to like people in the mid-20s. So it's a very good book and very good telling, and it really deals with one character working for the rebels and one working for the Empire and how they deal with their relationship that way. And it's a great book. Like it's a really great book, and I really think anyone who would love who loves Star Wars or loves science fiction would love this book. Even if you don't like Star Wars, you would like this book because it doesn't even deal. They talk about the main characters in the original trilogy, but they're not really like main focuses. It's mostly focused on these characters and like they're like friends and people and who they work for and their costs, their beliefs for the cause. So if you really like this book and you like you like Star Wars and you like Star Wars books and you can't think of anything else to read, like science fiction is a really kind of like it's so good, and like some people like can't really think of books they would like really like, and so I would definitely check out the Lunar Chronicles. Some people are like, oh, like fairy tales. I'm not reading fairy tales in space, but no, like these are like legit. Like they are so good. They're so awesome, and like they're just like Avengers meets fairy tales meets Star Wars, and like anything with to do with Star Wars. I love these books, and I think the Lunar Chronicles is my favorite series of all time, and I love Cinder. I love the first book is a perfect book to suck you into the whole thing, and it comes in this epic fantasy book, and I mean epic science fiction book, like with dystopian. It's so good. And so if you love Star Wars, you'll definitely love Cinder. You definitely love the Lunar Chronicles. The characters are amazing, and it's just an incredible book. So definitely check the Lunar Chronicles out if you like the Lost Stars, or if you like Lunar Chronicles, read the Lost Stars. So yes, these two. Also, so next book, if you like, for you fantasy, speaking of fairy tales, for you retelling people who really, and people like me who love fantasy and love retelling, so people who love A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, one of the best books ever, is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, and I love this book. You probably have all read this incredible, amazing book with Tamlin and Feyre and Rhysand and Lucian and everyone else in this incredible series. But, so if you love this book and you can't really take any book, you want to read a book like this, but you can't really find anyone, I know just the book. And this book isn't super popular. Like, I haven't heard a lot about it on BookTube, but like, I love this series. And this is the Stolen Songbird trilogy by Daniel L. Jensen, and this is like a great trilogy. Like I love it. It is like about this girl, and it's in a fantasy world, but kind of has like French basedness, but it's in the fantasy world. It's about this girl. She's just like an old farm girl. She's gonna go try and make it big, be a singer, but before she can do that, she gets captured by one of her friends, and he sells her to the trolls. Yeah, some fun, right? And so he sells her to the trolls, and she's forced into marrying their crown prince named Tristan. And the trolls are locked under this mountain. They have powers. They're very like fancy. They're very like just very these different beings that she's like not used to. Like she thought trolls like a myth. And so like, but actually she's forced into marrying one like right in the beginning of the book. So it's not a spoiler. And so it's not really, I don't think it's ever been really labeled as being a beast retelling, but definitely is one. Like it definitely follows those things because there's a big curse that's involved. She marries like a beast character, but Tristan's not a beast. He's a good-looking crown prince. So, and it just shows their stories, and it's dual point of views. So it's from Tristan's perspective, it's from Cecile's perspective to Tristan's perspective, and it really follows through their story, and it's a great book. It's in depth, a trilogy, and Stolen Song was the first one, and it's a really amazing trilogy, and everyone should read it. They love A Court of Thorns. I don't know why this book hasn't gotten so much hype, because this book needs hype so much. So yes, A Stolen Songbird by Daniel L. Jensen. Read it. And the next book is Hidden Huntress and Warrior Witch. So all great. So everyone should read them. So, sorry. Okay, so let me just fix that. Okay, so the next, you can't really see me. Okay, so the next books. So for people who really like, this is a new book that just came out, but who like a certain time period, like the books My Lady Jane by Cynthia Han, Brody Asher, and Jody Meadows. Like, I heard of the Jane Grey, the story of Jane Grey by when I took a Western Civ class last semester, and I like really liked the story, and I watched the movie My Lady Jane. Wait, no, Lady Jane. This one's called My Lady Jane. I always get mixed up. So I watched the movie. It's actually a really good. I actually really liked the movie. I didn't think it was made that good, but I really actually liked it, and I really fell in love with the whole story. So after I was like super hyped about this whole entire story, I saw this book was going to come out, and I was like pumped. Like, I was so excited, and I was so excited I got it. I got it at Barnes & Noble, and this book was awesome. It has super funny lines. It's very satirical, and I'm not like a big satire fan, but I really liked this story. I really liked the whole satire of it, because it didn't took things seriously, took things funny. It was just awesome, and it's really good to read a funny YA book, because I think some YA books lack that sometimes. So this was very fun to have this book, and oh, so good. And it was nice standalone, and oh, My Lady Jane is an awesome book, and I love Jody Meadows' books. Love Jody Meadows' Orphan Queen duology, so I was like, I knew I'd like this book, and it's so good. So it's so good, and oh, I can't stop saying it. It's a great book, so you all should read it, My Lady Jane. So if you like this time period, a trilogy that is kind of like takes place like a few years after like this book would take place. Well, more than a few years, but isn't the same like time period. So it would be Made of Secrets. It's a trilogy. It's in Elizabethan age, which takes a few years after My Lady Jane with King Edward. So this is when Queen Elizabeth, his oldest sister, is queen. And there's a trilogy, and it's about these, she has this, like, secret, like, these maid of honors, and there's, like, an assassin, a thief, beguiler, psychic, what's the other one, and, like, a genius. And so, like, they're all very, like, have their own, like, jobs, and this one's the first book, and it takes place, and it's with the thief. And this one, personally, I've read all three of them, because it's Made of Secrets, Made of Deception, and Made of Wonder, and I really like this one the best. Like, this one I think is a great start to the trilogy, and it's a very good book. And I really like the main character, who's the thief, Meg. And so if you really like this time period of My Lady Jane, if you still want something like this, read Made of Secrets. It's very action-packed, and the first one definitely, and it really tells a story. It like has a lot of history in it, and you kind of get a feel for how like the area, like the time period was. So Made of Secrets and My Lady Jane. If you like this, like Made Jane, like Made of Secrets, read these books. Okay, and so if you like another thing going on with time periods or doing with different social issues, so my all-time favorite series is The Infernal Devices, which is an incredible series, and nothing will ever live up to these books. They're amazing and incredible, and I love them so much. And I love Clockwork Angel. It's a great book, and so amazing. So if you kind of like this time period, and like just want something kind of similar to this. So even though these books take place in London, I think a book people would like is Something Strange and Deadly series, which is by Susan Dennard. Like, I've only read the first one because I haven't got my hands on the second and third, but I need to. But something I really noticed, like, nowhere near is this book as amazing as Clockwork Angel, and nowhere near as much I loved it as Clockwork Angel. It doesn't draw you as much Clockwork Angel, but it's still a good book. And Susan Dennard writes a really good story, and it takes place in the same like 1870s, but it takes place in Philadelphia instead of London. And it has like, you know, completely different, it has similar aspects, like the spirit hunters in this book, so the shadow hunters in this book, and it kind of deals with the whole like how like Oriental people, how like they were coming into like the different countries then, when they obviously talk about it with one of the characters is an Oriental character in this book. You know, Jim's amazing. So like, you know, like it kind of like, and they kind of talk about it in this book a little bit, but like, so like this book kind of deals with it more, and so you kind of see how that whole history of it all, and that's kind of cool to see in this book. And it reminded me, I was like hyperventilating the whole time I was being this like, oh my gosh, Jim's amazing. Anyways, I'm a weirdo, I know. But anyways, so yes, so I think you would like, if you like time here in Clockwork Angel, I think you would really like Something Strange and Deadly. And Eleanor's main character is a very great, strong character that you would really like, people would really like. So if you like Something Strange and Deadly, you like Clockwork Angel, read the other one if you haven't one yet. Okay, so going off on the Cassandra Clare train, so if you really like City of Bones, which I love City of Bones, I love the Mole Instruments. Small Devices I love the best, but I love all her books, but City of Bones is a great book, everyone's probably read it. So if you want, so like after I read Small Devices and Small Instruments, I had like a major book hangover. Like I did not want to read any of the books. I was like in a reading slump. I did not want to read any more books. So like I think a book that would be a really great book to read after you read the Mole Instruments or any Dark Artifices, the Bane Chronicles, or Small Devices. Like I think you should really read The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black. So I kind of jumped on this train, the Monster Holes Cassandra Clare train last summer, so like a year ago. But I read this book a year ago, like after graduation. So I read it in like late May, early June. And I really liked and I read this book like in July, so almost like coming up a year. Like a year ago I read this book for the first time. I read it like twice now because I love these books. Anywho, but I really like this book, and it definitely gives you the same feel as like Old Instruments do. So like I really think if you finish these books, like you would want to read this book. Kind of those reading slump, and like it really grabs you. It has similar like themes, but this is just a standalone. But it definitely it will get you out to like into a different, like to have you keep reading, so you don't get in like a book slump or anything like that. So definitely, Darkest Part of the Forest, and it's based. I know you guys have probably heard of it. It's basically about a girl named Hazel and her brother Ben, I think his name is. Yes, they live in somewhere in Pennsylvania, I think, in this town where there's like fae folk, and humans just dwell with one another, and the fae, you can never trust them. But always there has been this like a glass coffin with this this boy with horns, and like they've always been there, and it just talks about that, and how then like one day he wakes up, and so it's kind of about that, and how they become it gets more into like, it goes through a whole conflict, and it's an awesome book, and Hazel's very cool, and it definitely gives you the same theme as City of Bones. So definitely read one or the other if you haven't want to read both. Talk so much in these videos. It's always so dang long. Okay, so if you are big time travel books, like if you really like, Ruby Red, it's a trilogy. It's Ruby Red, Sapphire Blue, and Emerald Green, and it's about this girl in London, in modern day London, and her name's Gwen. She's 16, and because it's time travel, and she travels time, and she gets kind of swooped in this whole entire like organization she didn't know she was, or person she didn't know she was, but she actually, it was about this. Anywho. So anyway, you probably have read it. It's also like if you like City of Bones, might like the whole like, oh, new world, like super cool, like, I don't know. Anyways. But if you really like time travel and read more of it, you should definitely read Passenger by Alexander Bracken, which is a very good book. And it definitely deals with more time travel. Also historical elements definitely have in this book. That if you like historical stuff, you'll definitely like this book. And so it deals with time travel, definitely different. It's cool to compare the different time traveling rules that Alex Bracken has that Kristen Greer has, and it just kind of like what Gwen has to do to what Etta and Nicholas have to do, and so it just kind of it's kind of cool romance in this book. You guys have probably read mostly about these books, but you haven't read Passenger, we read the similar. If you love one, read that on. Next, okay, so all for you like Arabian Nights lovers, you probably have all read The Wrath and Dawn by Renee Adia. I love this book. This cover is literally the most beautiful thing ever, and I think the second one has an even more beautiful cover, and like that's just totally gorgeous. So I love the Wrath and Dawn and The Rose and Dawn. They're both great books, and they're retelling of 1001 Nights. And so most of you have read this book. So if you still want to read another retelling, if you have read both The Wrath and Dawn and The Rose and Dawn, and you want something more, definitely read 1000 Nights by E.K. Johnston, yeah. So I really enjoyed this book as well. I definitely would say I like Wrath and Dawn much better, but I still like this book, and people have loved this book too. So I think you guys would all really like it as well. It's very good. It tells the story, and it's cool to compare the different aspects of the retelling. So I always like to read the same retelling with different stories. So yes, you definitely. So yeah, if you like 1001 Nights, read these. So if you also like want the deserty feel, and you kind of want like someone being have to marry someone, they like don't like just kind of like if wasn't marrying someone, kind of somewhat, you know what I'm talking about, you definitely love the one of the best books like ever. Sasha Queen by Roshani Chosky. I can't pronounce her name. Oh, this book was so amazing. I got a BookCon, if you saw my BookCon video. This is a great book, and I loved it so. It is so good. It is so good. I'm not even kidding. It's an incredible book, and you guys should all read it. So it kind of tastes like it has Indian mythology, which I'm a huge mythology nerd, so that was like incredible. The main character, Maya is amazing, and her like husband is what's his name? Akan. I'm sorry, I'm so bad. I'm just forgetting right now, but it's so good and it's so amazing, and oh my gosh, it's crazy good, and it had like plot twist I didn't even like see coming. So yeah, if you like a marathon, wait, Star Church Queen. Okay, so also to do with Star Church Queen, there's a theme in it, there's a situation in it that I've seen in like one other book, and so like I really liked how it dealt with in this book. I thought it was a great aspect of the book. I thought it was like plot twist in the max, so you probably know what I'm talking about. So if you like that plot twist, there's also this plot twist in A Dark Smoke and Bone that is kind of like, I don't really like the Dawn Smoke and Bone series. Like, it's Dawn Smoke and Bone, Days, Blood, and Starlight, and Gods and Dreams Monsters. I've read all three of them. Didn't really care for them. I liked the first one. The second two, I don't know. And I thought that theme was kind of like weird in this book. I didn't really think it was by Lane Taylor, but she's an incredible writer. But I did not think they would like as like I thought it was just kind of, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of weird. Like, I don't know. But if you love it, awesome. So if you like, but I really like that theme, and it's not Star Queen. I don't know why. I just thought it was incredible. So if you like a Star Queen, read Dawn Smoke and Bone. If you like that theme, because it has something similar in this book, and I think you'll really enjoy it if you really liked it. But I didn't, but that's me, and I'm weird. So yeah, read Dawn Smoke and Bone if you really like this book. If you like Dawn Smoke and Bone, if that theme, it has completely different settings. It's the present day, and like, and it's similar like in Prague, and this is like Indian mythology. So yeah, these two, Dawn Smoke and Bone, Lane Taylor, and Star Queen by Roshani Chosky. Amazing book. And for the last one, this video is way longer than I expected it to be. So, if you all love A Throne of Glass, like by Sarah J. Maas, which I absolutely love this book. This book is incredible. The series is incredible. The first one is incredible. Sorry, my sister just texted me. Anywho, A Throne of Glass is a great book, and you probably have all better. So if you want something else, something, you know, like something else, like with Selena Sadathi is an amazing character. So you want something similar to that, I think you should definitely read The Falconer by Elizabeth May, which was an incredible book, and it takes place in 1844 Scotland, and she kills fairies. The book is amazing, and Sarah J. Maas even loves it, if you can see. Yeah, so you know you would like it if you like Throne of Glass. Since Sarah J. Maas liked it, you would like this book. Eliana is so amazing, like Selena Sadathi is, and so I definitely read this like, and I was like pumped like out of my mind after I like read this. So I was like, oh my gosh, something's more like the amazing as like this is. And the second one just came out, The Mansion Throne, which is just as amazing and awesome. So definitely read these series. You would love them, and they're incredible. And also, if you want something kind of similar to that, like something as someone like a really good female character, there's a million female characters, but one's kind of like, you know, strong and has a really great fighter and like really knows what they're doing in the fighting world and very trained. Read Graceland by Kristen Cashel, which you probably have all read too. It's an older book, but it's very good, and I love Cat Son. I love the whole series. Cat Son, Pearl, like Lily, OTP. So like, I think everyone would like Graceland as well, which you all probably know what it is. But so yes, Graceland by Kristen Cashel. So I'm so glad you guys all liked my books today, and I'm really glad you all, you know, read them. And I mean, all will like hopefully I helped you out. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.